Theresa is a go-getter. She is one who has any and everybody who she can get an audience with, including local, state, and federal legislators. She's going to be at their doorstep talking about her vision, talking about her mission, talking about the plight of mental health and substance abuse issues.
I hope that I can put my mark in this world in a way that Theresa Taylor is.
You can't meet Theresa and not see her passion.
For women who are homeless and suffering from addiction, the options for recovery are few. The odds for recovery may seem staggering without help. There is little hope for women living this nightmare. But in Cape Girardeau, there is light shining for women in need. Like a candle in the window marking the way to comfort and safety, Vision House provides hope to women seeking a new life free of addiction. The focus of Vision House is to take women from treatment centers after they have completed their programs and teach them how to live independently and free from their addictions. Theresa Taylor is the founder of Vision House. She has overcome her own problems with substance abuse and directed her energies to helping others.
The one thing I know very well, firsthand actually, is how manipulative and how habitually manipulative an addict is. And when you live in a gray area and you don't have any boundaries and you don't have respect for authority, and you don't really, there's a lot of morals built up there, and there's still, with addiction also comes things like, addictions to men and addictions to attention, and like I spoke before about lifestyle problems. And so I let them know when they get here, there are some places there is just not a gray area, and I have zero tolerance for the use of drugs and alcohol. I know a lot of people call it slips, and they tell them that they can, it's okay. We'll just, and it's not okay. That's the one thing you can't do here, because that's what fogs the mind, and that's what keeps you from getting the real information. Because to me, recovery is 90% changing your personality and 10% giving up the drugs. You have to reprogram your life, and then the drugs will fall into place. They will go away because your whole life is going a different direction, and they won't fit anymore.
For the residents of Vision House, the reprogramming that Theresa talks of is the piece of their life puzzle that they need to fall into place.
Usually somebody comes to us because they've actually hit their bottom. We usually get the worst of the worst. They're either coming out of prison, or they're coming right out of treatment, and they've lost everything, and they just have no hope, and they can come here and then they see the hope that we can give them, and help them get their kids back, or get their lives changed, and know that their past is their past, and it's their life is new from here on out.
Theresa's passion to help women fight substance abuse and homelessness comes from her own experiences. She was homeless at the age of 12 and was an addict herself. She started Vision House in 2005 with a building donated by the Cape Girardeau community and a dream of helping others achieve recovery.
I began speaking with women with drug and alcohol offenses at Family Counseling Center over here as a result of his assistance. And that's where I had my vision for the Vision House, because those women were in there to get better, but when they left and had nowhere to go but back to where they came from, they knew they were going to get high again. And it was devastating. I went back to my job that day and talked to Theresa Welch, and I told her, I said, "You ain't going to believe what just happened to me, but I'm going to do this. Do you think I can do it?" And she said, "Oh yeah, I sure do." She was the only one. Everybody else was like, "Oh, this is another harebrained idea from Theresa," because I always wanted to help people.
Today, Vision House serves 19 women and boasts an 86% success rate. Residents pay 30% of their income in exchange for a place to live and a wide range of support services. The support from the local community for Vision House has been tremendous from the start. Some of the support from the community includes donated gym memberships, low-cost medical care, and prescription coverage. John Gary, Executive Director of the Gibson Recovery Center in Cape Girardeau, remembers the start of the center's collaboration with Vision House.
Theresa and I go back more than 5 years ago when she had a vision, a passion for this organization, and we were collaborating back then before funding was ever available to start the Vision House. one of the things about Theresa Taylor that I admire most is that she was always and continue to be an advocate for mental health services, and she sparked a flame in me to continue to work with her and to one day come to where we are today, to a strong collaboration between the two organizations. She was able to build on a community leaders who were able to be involved with forming the board of directors and getting buy-in from local civic leaders as well as business leaders to further the vision of the Vision House.
One of the local leaders inspired by Theresa and Vision House is Jason Ray, who owns a marketing firm. Today he is a board member committed to spreading the word about Vision House and the impact it has on its residents.
Christmas of '07 they had a nice banquet, Christmas banquet, and so we attended that, and we got to hear from the girls themselves that have been through her program, and hear the testimonies, the stories from the time that when they were at their lowest point to now where they're kind of coming out and blossoming and kind of becoming the new person that we all believe that you know, people with addictions, you know, there is life after addiction. Our heartstrings were tugged and pulled even more as far as, you know, what they really were doing. Because at this point I'd only met Theresa and a few of her, you know, kind of cohorts that helped the Vision House to run, and I'd never really, me and my wife, neither one had really had a chance to sit down and hear stories from real women, real girls that where they've been, where they come from, through prostitution, through, you know, severe drug abuse, to living on the streets, losing their children, you know, just the heart-wrenching things that they've been through, and to see them come and rise out of that with victory is just so inspirational to me and to my wife and everybody else that has been a part of this.
With the local success of Vision House, Theresa says she intends to pursue another transitional housing project in Franklin County. She's originally from that county and notes that it has a major problem with methamphetamine use. She's interested in getting a building donated to get another project going. Those who know her have no doubt that it will happen.
She's very, very successful at helping these women get off the streets, get off the drugs, and really find themselves where they're at, as in social, economy, friends, family, everything. So it's really, I'm proud of her.
She's been there and she knows, and she really gets it. You know, I mean, she's gone through their struggles. She's gone through the same things they have gone through, and the ladies feel that.
In my view, you can't find a greater supporter of mental health issues than Theresa Taylor. And that's what sparked me as an executive director to say, hey, I want to continue to fight. I want to continue to be a part and be with someone, be a part of a organization as a Vision House, and an executive director who puts that in the forefront.
It's the vision of one woman with one mission, one vision that I believe that was divinely given to her. You know, is so motivational and inspirational, because I think that you know, the power of one to change lives of so many. And it's not just the lives of those women, but it's then those families of those women and their kids and so on and so forth. And I think there's so much power to be said for that, and I think we need more Theresa Taylors in the world.
We want this to spread everywhere. We're hoping for, it doesn't all have to be Vision House either, but we're hoping that somebody picks up this model and runs with it. We want them all over the place, where the people that are running it have the heart, because it's really about being passionate. Here it's a family, and they have hope here, and that's what I hope to offer them.